These potions, and those are given to him too. Okay. Arrows, this is armor. Helm of Infravision. Nah, no, it's not his. I do want to keep that axe, and of course the magical mace, considering magical bludgeoning weapons are incredibly valuable. Oh, we're actually running out of space in the magical wolfskin bag of tastiness. What should we get rid of then? Bastard sword? Against shapeshifters? Probably not going to run into those anytime soon. Really, who uses bastard swords? Nobody really. Well, then again, it's a valuable item. I don't think anyone else can really use helmets right now. Too bad we don't have a bag of holding or something like that. That would be really useful. Maybe somebody else can hold a potion? Jahira? We have some extra bullets. Anybody want it? No, well, they're just mundane bullets anyway, so to heck with it. Okay. That said, I think that's everything that we would want from him. Yeah. Generally so. Alright, Valigar, well, it was good adventuring with you. But, you know, we helped you out. We really don't need you to come along any farther. Hope you have a good time, and, yeah, if we ever need your services again, Kered will meet with you again sometime, I'm sure.
Are we through? I should like to know if we are to continue.
No, Valigar, I think we should split up for now.
As you wish. If you change your mind, I would still like to travel with you. I still think I have much to see in this world.
Alright, well, we'll go there if we need you again, to your cabin in the Umar Hills. So, off he goes, returning home.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Okay then. Oh, and he actually gave us this coal and building book and the coal. I guess we'll just dump those in the sphere when we get there. And Mince also has a couple of items to sell, which he can do at the nearby merchant.
Teach my hamster to suck eggs.
Promise, Mince, we won't. Boo will not be sucking any eggs, no matter what. It's our solemn promise to you. Okay, good. Got a bit of money out of that. Yes. Well, actually, who could use a spare male bludgeoning weapon like that? I don't really know. Well, no one who is with us currently, anyway. Whatever. Okay, so let's continue on, everybody.
Yes.
Oh yes, there's that stuff about renal. Oh yes, going to the graveyard district at night. No thanks. And the most noble order of the Radiant Heart, we really don't want to talk to them at all. We pay Rybald, that's enough. Yes, we have our new stronghold. And then there's that stuff back in the Umar Hills that we're dealing with. Yes, that actually seems to be... Oh, and then there's news of trades meet. And then that fretted quail over in the Bridge District, the Playhouse. Well, considering there really isn't any rush, and Kered is reasonably sure that the Ribald's contact will take care of the Solamnic Knights, I think the thing to do would be to return to the Umar Hills. Although, using his map, why go all the way back there? Why not simply go to the Temple Ruins, which they have fairly well indicated, and investigate what is going on over there. So, party traveling for 20 hours. I'm sure we'll be back in a couple of days.
I haven't been this pleased with a group of folks since the It's long past time for turnip tea.
Speak your mind.
Will shake the
It is
from
done.
our eyes and ache from our legs.
Just got here and some guy just keeled over. Belin's journal. This journal was found on the body of the shadow-slain warrior that you stumbled upon near the entrance to the dark woods. The last entry is of particular interest. Nothing is as I'd imagined that it would be. I expected to become a hero when I joined Mazzy Fenton's party. I expected that we would slay monsters with ease and bask in the glory of victory as they do in the old tales. But it is not as it seems. I did not expect the drudgery of the march, the casual horror of slaughter, the smell of death everywhere. I swear I can taste it. We've killed so many shadows and black wolves that my brain has become as numb as my arm. I am covered in ichor, but have not the energy to even clean myself. If not for Mazzy, I think that I would be mad. See, it's a constant sort of source of strength and always reminds us of the innocence that these beasts have killed, the horror that we must take upon ourselves to save the people who have no defense. Mazzy is the hero here, not I. The battle has only just begun. Today we arrived at the entrance to the ruined temple. It was crawling with shadows. Were it not for Mazzy's quick thinking, we would surely be dead. There were far too many to fight, but Mazzy used the stained glass of the ruins to reflect what light we had, illuminating the entrance and sending the shades to their doom. While the stained glass caught the light, we were able to find a pocket of safety. Any shadows that come within were destroyed by the light. Tomorrow we will attempt to enter the temple and the darkness. I have never felt such dread. I try to be as brave as Mazzy, but cannot. I feel the horrible, inescapable urge to run, and when the battle is joined, I can only hope that I will not. Needless to say, morale seems to be quite low.
Just as I thought.
And these woods are incredibly creepy. Someone named... Wow, a werewolf. You will not steal my vengeance! Ah! We're being attacked by shadows.
Onward.
Come on, folks.
Yes, a
Move
standard
back.
tactic, that.
Move back. What are they doing? Stone skin. Do we not have a stone skin ready? Oh, crap. Mirrored image, then.
Something you need.
Kered, you too.
Fall, creature,
Little help.
and feed the earth.
All right, behind you.
Vengeance.
Dent?
Task at hand.
Jan is slowed because he and Kered are both ability score trained and fatigued. I wonder if that goes away over time.
As you will.
This might seem a bit foolhardy, but maybe we should follow this werewolf into this cave. I mean, all evidence seems to indicate that they're the ones responsible for the killings.
Of course.
We just have to be
Best
careful.
you make peace with your demons before I send you to meet them.
Man things, curse you and curse the world. Can a wolf not enjoy her last meal in peace? We've come to put an end to the evil of you and your wolves. You've preyed on your last innocent. My wolves? Ha! No longer, fool. The pack has fallen under the fell magics of the Shade Lord. Your hunting has gone awry. Explain yourself. Who is this Shade Lord, and what has he done to your pack? This place wasn't always like this, floating in a false and unholy darkness. It began only a short time ago. The ruins to the east of the den have long been a place of foreboding to my pack and I. We had no desire to tread the ground of the fallen temple. The temple was once dedicated to Amantor, a god of the sun, and a great prophetess is buried within. It was holy ground once, though now it is fouled. It is obvious that Amantor's power has waned, for if this was still his consecrated ground, my doom would never have arisen from the bowels of the temple. Okay, go on. Some weeks ago, muted ramblings were heard beneath the temple. We paid little heed to them until the skies darkened and the shadows deepened. It was high noon when it happened, and the pack gathered so that I might calm them. I thought it to be an eclipse. It was not. The Shade Lord came among us then. He dominated my wolves, my children, with a glance. I changed form and leapt at his darkness, but he merely laughed. Anath, he said, bend to my will. You shall be the means of my revenge. He walked amongst the terrified wolves and killed them all with a touch. Once they were all dead, his darkness reached out to the corpses of my children and animated them as shade wolves. Numb with terror and sorrow, I ran. I've hidden these last few weeks from the shades that once were wolves, and from the darkness that creeps out from the temple that once imprisoned the Shade Lord. I will hide no more. This man I killed only to gather strength to face the Shade Lord. He wants only to kill, and those he kills, be they man-thing or wolf, arise as shades in his army. Will you allow me this revenge, or do I have to fight you as well? Well, that would explain a lot, actually. And she seems like in a pretty desperate situation. So, question is, do we say we won't stop you, or do we say we'll help you? Kered kind of consulting with the rest of the party. I imagine Jahir would be inclined to believe this. Minsk is pretty gullible. Even if she is telling the truth, he would probably believe it even if she were lying. Yan, who knows what Yan would say? He's a real wild card. And Yoshimo, he'd probably be more even-handed about it and say, you know, live and let live. If she wants to try, go ahead. Alright, Kered, having to make the executive decision, so to speak, says, the Shade Lord seems to be the true source of this evil. And darkness would testify to that. We will help you kill him. Meet me in the temple to the east of this den. Be wary of the shadows that lurk there. Make sure you are prepared before you enter it. Ugh. And she transformed, which is a really ugly effect. So while she runs off, Yoshimo's gonna search the bodies! As he does that, finds a magic cloak, and a couple of general items. And the pool also has some valuables. Very nice. I'm gonna look at that cloak. See what is going on there. Actually, Yan appears to be... What is this? Ah, gem. Cloak of the Wolf, Relaire's mistake. A great amount of irony surrounds the creation of this magical cloak. Relaire was a mage who overestimated the amount of control he had over magic. In the course of creating this garment, he apparently inflicted lycanthropy upon himself. The wearer can change form whenever he wishes. Relaire was not so lucky. Polymorph into wolf at will. Wow, that's quite a gift. Who should get that? Well, Jahira being a druid can actually already turn into various creatures. Brown bear, wolf, black bear. Sounds like something that Minsk would wear. Yeah! Minsk can become the wolf, and he also can summon bootlets.
Bo says, what?
Fancy schmancy. Alright, yeah, and Yan's hurt, give him that. And this crap, these books, and this coal, whatever, we'll just stash it away somewhere. Yoshimo can carry it. Yeah, healing potion. Okay, good.
Yep.
And this hardly seems like a good place to rest, even though Kered and Yan are exhausted.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
So I think we're just gonna save and keep going. Kered's used to walking around exhausted.
Whatever I can do to help.
Not sure Yan is, though. Ooh, and I should remember,
Nothing
Can we go whack something now?
Just name what you want.
Yoshimo has Daystar. It's very powerful against undead. Could probably kill a lot of shadows with that, actually. Well, there's a shadow over there, anyway. I want to explore these woods pretty thoroughly and make sure we get rid of all of these horrible monsters.
Nature, take the life she gave!
Yan needs to use magical arrows, it looks like, or magical bolts. Otherwise, it will do nothing.
Beware! Your knees are mine!
Ready? Of course.
Easy there, Kered. Don't get careless.
I I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Okay then. Well, this place just has creepy as hell written all over it, doesn't it? Yikes. The sound effects really add to it, too. Oof. Yeah, I don't know if anyone watching has ever been, like, through a really thickly wooded area at night, but it can get really creepy really fast.
Bring 'em on. I ain't done. This isn't boring. I'll give it that.
With vengeance!
Thankfully, these shadows don't prove to be that very powerful. Which is fortunate, because, we like it when our enemies are not that terrifyingly powerful. I mean, that's generally a good thing. All around. Oh, hey! Shade Wolf. They seem to be more powerful than the shadows. Oh, did we miss a cave over here? There might be more interesting places around here. We should definitely keep an eye out. It looks like that's the edge of this area, so not really anything important there. What is... Oh no, that's the corpse. Oh hey, look out. Daystar proving to be a very powerful weapon against these creatures. Glad we found that, and I'm glad we got rid of that lich. It was just behind the other side of the wall of that poor little tavern. And at the gate in town. Can you imagine renovating that place and finding that? That would be a little bit disconcerting, to say the least.
We are all heroes. You and Boo, where Minsk goes, evil stands aside.
Yes.
Then again, knowing Ammonites, they'd probably try to charge the lich rent.
Take that.